Welcome in you, beautiful soul. You hold within you, right at this very moment, the magnificent power to change your life. It doesn't require a grand gesture or a sudden windfall of luck. No, the truth is that real, lasting transformation begins with the smallest of steps, the quietest of thoughts, the gentlest shifts in how you see the world. The 12 universal laws are not secrets hidden away for a select few. They are simple, powerful truths that govern the flow of energy in our lives. They are like a roadmap, offering clear and steady guidance to help you navigate your journey. By learning each law and trying one simple, heartfelt action every day, you can begin to watch your world blossom in ways you may have only dreamed of. Your best life is not something you find. It is something you create, one intentional moment at a time. This journey is about empowerment. It is about realizing that you are not a passive bystander in the story of your life, but the author of its next chapter. These laws provide the ink for your pen. They give you a framework to understand why things are the way they are, and more importantly, how you can consciously shape them into what you want them to become. It starts with a simple choice, the choice to believe that change is possible and that you are worthy of it. The choice to engage with these ideas, not just with your mind, but with your whole heart. So today, let us begin this beautiful process together. Let us explore these principles with an open mind and a hopeful spirit, ready to unlock the incredible potential that has been waiting inside you all along. The very first principle, the law of divine oneness, is the bedrock upon which all others are built. It teaches us that everything in the universe is connected. You, me, the trees outside your window, the stars in the night sky. We are all part of one magnificent, intelligent field of energy. Your thoughts, your words, your actions do not exist in a vacuum. They send ripples out into the world, touching everyone and everything. When you truly grasp this, you understand that kindness to another is kindness to yourself. This law calls you to live with compassion and awareness. A simple daily action to honor this connection is to say one genuinely kind thing to someone, to a loved one, to a colleague, to a stranger. Notice how that small act makes you both feel. Next, the law of vibration. Nothing is ever truly still. From the chair you're sitting on to the thoughts in your head, everything vibrates. Your feelings are vibrations you send out. Joy, love, gratitude, fear, anger, sadness. Choose to raise your vibration. Spend 5 minutes each morning thinking of one thing that makes you smile. Feel that warmth lift your energy for the day ahead. Of course, thoughts and feelings are only part of the equation. This brings us to the law of action, a crucial and empowering principle. Faith without works is, well, just a nice idea. Take inspired action to bring dreams from thought into form. Your goals need your hands and feet to become real. Small, consistent steps beat giant leaps. Move forward a little every day. Pick one tiny task that moves you closer. Send one email, make one phone call, walk 10 minutes. Just do it. Together, these first 3 laws form a powerful foundation for conscious change. They teach you to see your connection to the whole world, to manage your internal energy state, and to translate that energy into real-world progress. Imagine them as a 3-part harmony. First, recognize your part in the universal orchestra. Then, tune your instrument, your heart and mind, to a high frequency. Finally, play your part with intention and purpose. Practice these 3 simple daily actions and align with the creative flow of the universe. You are no longer just wishing, you are actively participating in your becoming. It's pretty powerful when you think about it. Now we explore a law that acts like a powerful mirror, the law of correspondence. This principle holds a simple but profound truth. Your outer world is a direct reflection of your inner world. As within, so without. If your mind is filled with chaos, worry, negativity, your external reality will reflect that disorder. But if you cultivate a garden of peace, gratitude, confidence within yourself, your outer life will begin to blossom. This is not about blame, it is about empowerment. The power to change your world lies within you. To apply this law daily, practice catching one negative thought as it arises, then consciously replace it with a positive, empowering fact about yourself. This simple act retrains your mind to see the good. Following correspondence is the echo of the law of cause and effect, also called sowing and reaping. For every action, there is a corresponding reaction. Every thought you think, every word you speak, every deed you do is a cause that sets an effect in motion. Your life today is the result of choices you made yesterday. This law invites you to become a conscious creator by minding the seeds you plant now. Before you act today, pause and ask, will this choice help the future me I want to become? This brief check-in aligns decisions with long-term well-being. These two laws work hand in hand, creating a feedback loop for growth. Correspondence reveals inside to outside. Cause and effect gives you the tool to change it. See something you don't like? Look within. Notice a pattern of self-doubt or fear? That's the inner state. Cause and effect lets you plant a new seed. Choose a different action. Replace that negative thought or make a more conscious decision, and you set a new chain of events in motion. It will be reflected back as a new reality, a continuous cycle of awareness and creation. Your life becomes your teacher. Every situation, every relationship is feedback. Don't feel like a victim. See opportunity. See the reflection in the mirror and decide to smile. Hear the echo of past choices and choose a kinder word. By doing 2 daily actions, replace one negative thought and ask one mindful question before acting, you take the reins. You stop reacting and start creating from the inside out. Start today. Next up, the heart of giving and receiving. Compensation, attraction. Let's talk about one of the most generous and rewarding principles, the law of compensation. This law assures you that you will always be compensated for your efforts and contributions. You will reap what you sow. This goes beyond just financial reward. It applies to the love, kindness, value you put out into the world. The universe is a system of perfect accounting. When you give freely of your time, your talents, or your compassion, you create a space for blessings to flow back to you, often in unexpected and wonderful ways. The key is to give with an open heart, without the expectation of immediate return. A beautiful daily action for this law is to do one helpful thing for another person without asking for or expecting anything back. This simple act of selfless giving opens the channels of abundance. Right alongside giving comes the famous law of attraction. This law is simple, like attracts like. The energy you put out is the energy you get back. You are like a living magnet, constantly drawing toward you the people, circumstances and experiences that match your dominant thoughts and feelings. If you consistently focus on what you lack, on your fears, and on what could go wrong, you will tend to attract more of that into your life. But if you can train your focus on what you desire, on your dreams, and on feelings of joy and gratitude, you will start to draw those very things toward you. To make this law work for you, write down one short positive phrase about a goal you have and read it aloud every morning with feeling. This sets your magnetic point for the day, you know. These two laws, compensation and attraction, are the twin pillars of a prosperous and fulfilling life. They are about the flow of energy, what you give out and what you draw in. The law of compensation is about the action of giving value. The law of attraction is about the vibration of your focus. When you combine them, magic happens. When you generously share your gifts with the world, compensation, while holding a clear, positive vision of your goals, attraction, you become an unstoppable force for good in your own life. You are not just hoping for good things to happen. You are actively creating the conditions for them to manifest. You are giving value and aligning your energy with receiving it back. Think of it in this way. Your helpful act of giving, compensation, raises your vibration. It makes you feel good, purposeful, and connected. This higher vibrational state naturally makes you a stronger magnet for other good things. Attraction. They are not separate ideas. They are part of the same beautiful cycle of flow. By doing one selfless act and focusing on one clear goal each day, you are participating in this divine exchange. You are telling the universe, I am here to give my gifts, and I am open and ready to receive the blessings that are meant for me. Yes. This is how you move from a mindset of scarcity to a mindset of abundance, one day at a time. The alchemy of change, transmutation, relativity, polarity. Now we arrive at a truly alchemical principle, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. This law states that energy is always in motion and can be transformed from one form to another, but it can never be destroyed. This is incredibly empowering because it means you have the ability to change the energy in your life. Higher, faster vibrations will always consume and transform lower, slower ones. So, when you are feeling stuck, sad, frustrated, all forms of low energy, you can consciously introduce a higher energy to change your state. You are not meant to wallow in negativity. You are designed to transform it. A simple and powerful daily action for this is, whenever you feel stuck, to physically stand up and move for 3 minutes. Stretch, dance, walk around the room to literally shift your energy. Next comes the law of relativity, a principle that offers profound peace and perspective. This law teaches that nothing in life has any inherent meaning except for the meaning you give it. Things are only good or bad when you compare them to something else. A challenge that seems overwhelming might look small when compared to a greater hardship you have overcome in the past. This law frees you from judgment and allows you to see every situation as neutral. It is your perspective that colours it. To practice this, when you feel upset about something, take a moment to list 2 things in your life that are going well or 2 past challenges you successfully navigated. This simple act of comparison helps put the current issue into a more manageable perspective. And now we have the law of polarity, which states that everything has an opposite. There is no light without dark, no up without down, no success without failure. This law is not about seeing the world as a battle between good and evil. Instead, it teaches that opposites are actually 2 sides of the same coin. Understanding this allows you to find the good in the bad. Every failure contains a lesson. Every challenge holds an opportunity for growth. Every moment of darkness is a promise that light will return. Your daily action for this law is to take one problem you are facing and find the lesson within it. Write down one thing you have learned or one way this challenge is helping you become stronger. These 3 laws, transmutation, relativity and polarity, are your toolkit for emotional mastery and resilience. Transmutation, relativity, polarity. They give you the power to change how you feel, how you perceive, and how you learn. When you feel a low emotion, you use transmutation to shift it. When you face a difficult situation, you use relativity to frame it in a way that empowers you. And when you experience a setback, you use polarity to find the hidden gift within it. You are no longer at the mercy of your feelings or circumstances. You become an alchemist, turning the lead of your challenges into the gold of wisdom, strength, grace. You learn to see that every part of life, even the difficult parts, is serving your highest growth. Ah, the dance of life, rhythm and gender. Let us now embrace the beautiful flowing nature of existence with the law of rhythm. This law tells us that everything in life moves in cycles and seasons. Just as the tide ebbs and flows and the moon waxes and wanes, our own lives have natural rhythms. There will be times of high energy, growth and outward action, like summer. And there will be times of low energy, rest and inward reflection, like winter. This law teaches us not to resist these natural cycles. Pushing hard during a time meant for rest leads to burnout, while being passive during a time of opportunity leads to regret. The key is to flow with the rhythm. For your daily action, simply check in with yourself. What is my energy level today? If it is high, act. If it is low, give yourself permission to rest and recharge. Finally, we come to the law of gender. And this is not about male and female as we typically think of them. This universal principle states that everything has both masculine and feminine energies within it. The masculine energy, or yang, is the energy of doing, acting, giving, and pushing forward. The feminine energy, or yin, is the energy of being, receiving, nurturing, and allowing. Creation, whether it is a new project, a new relationship, or a new life, requires a harmonious balance of both. Too much masculine energy leads to burnout and force, while too much feminine energy leads to stagnation. To apply this law, strive for balance. Your daily action is to consciously perform one active, doing task and one quiet, receiving task, like meditating or simply sitting in stillness for a few minutes. These 2 laws, rhythm and gender, guide us in the beautiful dance of life. The law of rhythm is the music, setting the tempo for our days. Sometimes the music is fast and calls for energetic movement. Other times it is slow and invites quiet contemplation. The law of gender is about the dance itself, the balance between leading and following, between taking a step forward and pausing to receive your partner's move. When you honor both the rhythm of the moment and the need for balance within yourself, you move through life with grace, efficiency, and joy. You stop fighting the current and instead learn to use it to carry you where you need to go. By paying attention to your energy cycles, rhythm, and balancing your output with your input, gender, you create a sustainable model for success and well-being. You learn that rest is not lazy, it is a vital part of the creative process. You understand that you do not have to do it all alone. You can and should be open to receiving help, ideas, and support. These final 2 laws invite you to soften, to trust the process, and to find your power not in constant struggle, but in intelligent, graceful alignment with the way life is designed to work. You learn to work hard when it is time to work, and to rest deeply when it is time to rest, creating a life that is both productive and profoundly peaceful. You now have the keys to these 12 powerful laws. You understand that your life is a web of connection, that your energy matters, and that your actions create your future. But knowledge is only potential power. Action is where real power is unleashed. The most beautiful ideas in the world mean nothing if they remain just ideas. So I invite you not just to read these words, but to live them. Let's make this real. I want you to commit to a simple starter plan. This is not about overwhelming yourself. It is about taking one small, manageable step each day to begin integrating these truths into your life. This is your personal experiment in conscious creation. Here is your plan. Each day, focus on the action for just 1 or 2 laws. Start simple. On day 1, practice the law of oneness by offering a genuine compliment. On day 2, raise your energy with the law of vibration by focusing on a happy thought. On day 3, take one small step toward a goal for the law of action. On day 4, check your inner world with the law of correspondence by replacing one negative thought. On day 5, make a conscious choice using the law of cause and effect. On day 6, give value with the law of compensation. And on day 7, clarify your focus with the law of attraction. Just one small thing each day. That is it. That is all it takes to begin. As you walk through this week, keep your actions tiny and your expectations gentle. The goal is not perfection, it is practice. Some days will feel easier than others, and that is okay. The law of rhythm reminds us that life has its flows. The key is to remain kind to yourself through the process. Keep a small notebook, and at the end of each day, write down the one action you took and one small positive thing you noticed. Did your kind word make someone smile? Did taking a small action make you feel more in control? Acknowledging these small wins builds momentum and proves to yourself that your efforts are making a difference. This is how you build faith in yourself and in the process. This is your invitation. This is your call to step into the driver's seat of your own life. These 12 universal laws are not mystical secrets. They are practical tools for living a life of purpose, joy, and abundance. They are your birthright. Try these simple daily actions for just 1 week and watch what begins to shift. You have nothing to lose and a whole new world to gain. Small, consistent steps are the truest path to magnificent, lasting change. Your journey to the life you've always dreamed of does not start tomorrow or next year. It starts right now with your very next thought. From my heart to yours, thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed, stay aware, and keep walking in love. Like and subscribe for more.